Today on Fast, Easy Recipes, we'll be making a delicious crab sauce for pasta using these blue crabs. I'm going to saute the crabs here and make sauce here simultaneously. So I start with olive oil, and I made sure there was a little water in here too, because you know how water will spit and steam and make a mess when it's in olive oil? I want that. I want the crabs to get real steamy and cooked. The tomato sauce I'm going to make separately. I use garlic. If you're in a hurry like I am now, I just use garlic powder. See that? Do you remember on Goodfellas how he said he would slice the garlic very thin with a razor blade and let it melt in the pan? Well, garlic powder just dissolves in the pan, dissolves in the oil, just like I like. Same thing with a little onion. So there you go. Some garlic powder, some onion powder. It'll brown in the pan. Crabs are all thawed out. I like to break them in half now so that the person dining does not have to try to handle and break a crab. So I use a big knife, and once they're thawed, they go through pretty easy. So again, in this pan, I got oil, garlic, onion. I want it to spit and steam. I'm going to add a little more water to that oil, and it's going to steam. So I'm sort of simultaneously steaming and sauteing those crabs. Meanwhile, my onions and garlic are brown in the pan. Can you see that? Then we can add our tomatoes. I like to mix it. I'm going to use 1 can of Tutta crushed tomatoes and 1 can of Tutta San Marzano tomatoes from the Mount Vesuvius region. Those San Marzano tomatoes are chopped tomatoes, and then I just have crushed tomatoes. I like Tutta. Back in the day, I would always use Progresso crushed tomatoes, just like they show you in The Godfather. That's the brand they're using when they show you how to make sauce in The Godfather. They don't make it anymore. Imagine. And just a little water because it's going to be cooking for a while. So I saved one of the cans to rinse off my spoon when I need it. You know what I mean? Keep it neat. So now let's think about what's in here. There's oil, olive oil, crushed tomatoes, garlic and onion. I added a little black pepper and salt. In this pan, I have the olive oil, the garlic, the onion, a little water, and the crabs. And as you can you see that steam? That's what I want. I want steam from water. I want steam from the oil, so it's sauteing and steaming all at once. Now, I'm going to show you this crab. You saw they were blue crabs when I thawed them out and when I cut them right. As they turn red and orange, then they're done. Some people just dump the crushed tomatoes into the crabs and make crab sauce that way. I don't do that. And the reason I don't like what I see after I cook crabs. I don't like what I see in it. It's kind of gross, you know? And so I lift the crabs out with the tongs and put them in the sauce. So you're still going to get the crab flavor in there. I do it a little different. I know there's a lot of steam there. But can you see how they're turning orange now? That's how you know they're done. When the blue crabs turn orange. Keep stirring that sauce. I'm going to boil that sauce a little bit and then just let it simmer. Anyway, so to continue my Progresso crushed tomato story, Stop and Shop, T&J, ShopRite, Big Y, C-Town, nobody had Progresso crushed tomatoes anymore. Finally, I got on the internet and I went to Progresso's website, and they didn't have crushed tomatoes on their own website. I wrote them an email. I said, hey, I can't find Progresso crushed tomatoes. To me, they were the most consistent, flavorful, good sauce-making tomatoes. And they wrote me back an email and said, hey, sorry for any inconvenience. It wasn't a big seller, so we discontinued it. I was like, what? Sorry for any inconvenience. When they show Michael Corleone how to make sauce in The Godfather, you could see it on the shelf. Progresso crushed tomatoes. He dumps them in. He adds a little sugar. They do the whole thing. How could they not be in business anymore? Anyway, so I tried all the other canned tomatoes. I like Tuta Rosa the best. I don't like too much basil in my sauce, so I don't buy the blue can. I may be wrong. I think if I remember, the blue can had basil in it too much. Not blue anymore. So now I'm going to take those and add them into the sauce. Stir them in. Look at that one. It's a big one. All the crabs are submerged in the sauce now. I'm going to turn the heat up a little, get that going. But basically, the flavors are going to marry there. Another thing, if you want to, you can add a can of clams. If you have a can of chopped baby clams and you add it to this, it adds even more flavor. And if you want to make a zuppa de pêche, you just add a whole lot of other fish, right? Scallops, clams, oysters, whatever you have. Mussels. That sauce smells good. I just keep stirring it. Make some pasta. In this case, I'm going to make some nice linguini. Takes about 10 minutes. You boil some water, you throw the pasta in. You know how to make pasta, right? Tell me you know how to make pasta. Then when the pasta's done, you drain it. And we're going to make a plate, show you how it looks. All right? You wait there. So what I'm going to do right now, this step you don't have to do this, but I do a little bit. A little bit of sauce in with the pasta that you just made, just to kind of coat it with some flavor. All right? Not a lot. You just want to coat all that pasta with a little sauce flavor, all right? You'll be putting more on top of it. I take my pasta server, just put a little on the plate like that. And I'm not putting it in the center because I want to leave a little room for the crab. Put some sauce on there just like this. See how nice? I'm going to put a little extra so that you can dunk some bread in it. And then, got a nice crab there, just like that. See that? What flavor? That's a nice pasta with crab sauce and actual crab on the side. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's how I make a crab sauce. I know there's other recipes out there. If you have a favorite crab sauce recipe, a different way you approach the onion or the garlic or the crab, leave it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this. And remember, don't forget to buy the fresh bread. Tell me you didn't forget to buy the fresh bread. I didn't show you this, but I actually I shut down the meal midway to go get fresh Italian bread. I live in Connecticut. My God, the bread is so good here. They say it's the water. Whew. See that? I almost ate my own finger. That's how good this bread was.